Welcome to our 4B AP Art History informational video. In today's lesson, we will study the theme of light. Light is used in various ways to produce depth, emphasis on people, ideas, and themes. Light is often used to create contrast between the setting and the objects in it. Here are some various examples of works that use light that are part of the required 250. We will be focusing on two works, The Calling of St. Matthew and Chartres Cathedral.
The first work that we will look at is Calling of St. Matthew by Caravaggio, and it was produced in 1597 to 1601 CE, and it was painted on oil and canvas. Some aspects of form is that light comes in from two sources on the right. Tenebroso effect on the figures is used, and tenebrism is meaning in dark manner is used throughout the work. There is one dramatic light source coming from the right side shining upon the people. And there is a diagonal shaft of light pointing directly to St. Matthew, who is sitting down. Christ's hand gesture is similar to Adam's in the Sistine Chapel, and the light throughout the work has a soft aura. Christ is being blocked by a man, and this is unusual, but his delicate gestures contrast the gestures of the other men in the painting. The style of Calling of St. Matthew is naturalistic and baroque.
Now let's talk about content. As you can see, Jesus is pointing to Matthew, and this is reminiscent to the Divine Spark by Michelangelo. This scene is from the New Testament and is also considered anti-classical. This artwork secularizes a religious scene, and this is done by the use of a dingy setting and the use of recognizable figures. The interpretation is, as said before, the secularizing of a religious scene and bringing spirituality down to an understandable level.
Caravaggio always painted plebeian types in biblical scenes. The story of Jesus converting a merchant is portrayed through this work. Here's the story. As Jesus went on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at a tax collector's booth. "Follow me," he told him, and Matthew got up and followed him. While Jesus was having dinner at Matthew's house, many tax collectors and sinners came and ate with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw him, they asked his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" On hearing this, Jesus said, "It is not healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners." Matthew 9:9-13.
The picture is divided into two parts. The standing figures on the right form a vertical triangle, those gathered around the table on the left a horizontal block. The costumes reinforce the contrast. Levi and his subordinates, who are involved in affairs of the world, are dressed in a contemporary mode, while the barefoot Christ and St. Peter, who summoned Levi to another life and world, appear timeless in cloaks. The two groups are also separated by a void, bridged literally and symbolically by Christ's hand. This hand, like Adam and Michelangelo's creation, unifies the two parts formally and psychologically. Underlying the shallow stage-like space of the picture is a grid pattern of vertical and horizontals, which knit it together structurally.
The patron is Cardinal Del Monte. The fact that the work isn't idealized and close to reality removes the spiritual distance usually felt in traditional works. Unlike traditional portrait of Jesus, Jesus is not in heaven or elevated. Unlike traditional Bible set painting, Caravaggio does not idealize the subject or the content matter. It was influenced by the Michelangelo's Hand of Adams, and the Calling of St. Matthew influenced European art, especially in Spain and New Zealand.
Chartres Cathedral. Identifiers. Tokyo, Japan. Just kidding, if you were paying attention you've caught that. Chartres, France. Original construction 2245 to 1155 CE. Reconstructed 1194 to 1220 CE. Limestone, stained glass, Gothic Europe.
The tall vertical nature of the interior pulls viewers' eyes up to ceiling and symbolically to heaven. It is made from a basilican plan, which is also a Latin cruciform plan, which consists of many complex ceilings. The spiritual intensity is heightened by the fact that there is no direct light that enters the building.
Created using part.1.